Good evening, everybody, and well, good afternoon, actually. Good afternoon, and welcome to a live stream. This stream is going to be about what sells on eBay. What kind of items can you sell on eBay? And I'm going to be sharing with you 20 items that I have sold within the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to be sharing with you not just what I've sold them for, but I will also share with you guys after the fees, etc., what profit is left, and especially with all these new and fun ways that eBay is thinking of taking your profit, because believe me, that's what it seems like. They're thinking of these ingenious little ways of just nipping away at your profits. I'll be able to share with you a couple of examples where we have paid more fees than we would have perhaps realized because of things like promoted listings being on, and depending on what percentage you've got on, etc., and how maybe you can protect yourself a little bit from that. So hopefully it'll be a bit of more of an interesting and bit more content filled than usual, but I'm sure we'll still have a bit of fun. So thank you to everyone that has popped into the live stream. I'll say a few hellos. We've got Alex Flips, we've got Lucy, we've got Shazad, we've got Buckle Y, Michelle Lathan, Jennifer, Tizzy Lizzie, Chris Tyler, Deb Hughes, Claire Borden, Paul Slade, Claire Riley, Just Me, Kathy, RJ's Reselling World, Heather the Treasure Pirate, how are you? Silverhair Stacker, how are you, Todd? And welcome to anyone else that's just joining as well. So I'm going to just take you through a few things that I've sold, and then we'll go through kind of like, what kind of cost it's been, what kind of thing has been, what you end up with in your pocket, because sometimes it can be a little bit, like, oh my god, I didn't realize it was that much. So there we go. Richard says, Z, thanks to you and George Ross, I've just listed my first 2 clothing items, 2 football shirts, says Richard Hale. Well, Richard, congrats. I hope you do well with that. And thank you, Bad Biscuit, aka Lex. Thank you for the £2 super chat with the comment, nothing sells on eBay today, says Lex. It can definitely feel like that, Lex. It can definitely feel like that. It's not easy going. But let's get on with the video. Thank you for popping in, and thanks for the super chat, Lex. Thank you, Maggie Foster, George, for popping in, the Vinegar Jar, Peter Cummins, thank you for popping in. All right, let's get on with the first item I wish to share with you guys. So the first item I wish to share with you guys is this. This is a really nice pickup that I had, and it's from the bin, so I paid £1.50 for it. So £1.50 is a decent, it's just decent, and we sold it. It didn't sell for 50. We took an offer on this. Actually, I should just quickly have a look and see what offer I actually took on this thing, because then that will actually be useful. I actually took an offer on this jacket of £42.49, so it wasn't sold for the price that you can see there. £42.49 is what we took, so we paid £1.50, sold it for £42.49, and what it is a NFL Green Bay Packers spell out game day quilted puffer jacket, size XL. So you can see the photos that I took, they were half decent. Whenever there's a big block of color, especially certain colors, it can be very difficult to photograph, but this came out not too terribly. I cropped the photos a bit as well. I think it could have looked a bit better, maybe it was just on a hanger perhaps, but it sold very quickly. And like I said, we sold it for a decent amount of £42 and £42 and what was it, 49 pence. Now what I'm going to do is then show you what that means in terms of profit, and then we'll kind of move on and work it out like that. How's that sound? That's going to be the plan. So let me just show you what it would look like in terms of profit. So here is my spreadsheet. I know this can confuse a few of you because it's not the most intuitive spreadsheet, but this is how it makes sense to me anyway. So what we've got is the first item there, you can see, is NFL Green Bay Packers jacket. It's kind of going to spoil the items that are upcoming, but I'll at least be able to explain those. So this jacket we sold for £42.49, shipping was £3.99, cost of goods COG was £1.50. We paid eBay. Now this is interesting, guys. If in your normal mindset, you're going to think to yourself, eBay fees 10%, right? So 42.49 eBay fees, but we actually paid £5.58 in eBay fees. So that's clearly a lot more than 10%, and that would be down to us using promoted listings. So all of these are accurate figures that I've taken from eBay and PayPal, so they're all 100% accurate. So the only thing you've got to take out of this is really the only things I haven't counted are like the cost of your shipping materials, which, you know, is kind of like a separate thing. I haven't worked it out per penny how much I spend on poly mailers and things. Maybe I should have added that in, but you've got to bear that in mind, and obviously tax you've got to take out as well. But yeah, sold it for £42.49, shipping was £3.99. And then cost of goods was £1.50. The eBay fees were £5.58. PayPal fees were £1.65, and the shipping cost was £2.90. So in the end, we ended up with £34.85 profit. So that is the first item that I wish to share with you guys. And so we'll kind of work it like this. I think this makes kind of sense to me. So that was the first item. Right, I've seen David Morse has popped in as well. Hi David, how are you? Paul Calvert has a question. Do you find you end up with bits and bobs of everything? Pretty much. Hey Tracy, alright, Z is selling stuff. Well, this is over the past 2 weeks. I think this is 2 weeks worth. This is not everything we sold, but these are the better things that we've sold, so it gives you an example. So that was the first item that we sold. Great to see these figures to get a real idea of profit, says Peter. Well, that's the idea. Thrifty says good profit on the jacket. Yeah, it's a good profit, but it's good to bear in mind that I paid more than 10% fees to eBay as well, and it's something I'm going to be a bit more aware of. Now the next item that I'm going to share with you guys, is this Adidas box logo hoodie. So it's an Adidas Originals 03 box logo navy blue hoodie. It was up at $26.99 and the shipping was $3.99. And in the end, we accepted an offer on this hoodie of $22.94. And I believe this actually was going abroad, so it's an international sale. And sometimes it's worth noting that international sales, you'll pay a little bit more than your usual PayPal fees as well. Your PayPal fees tend to be higher when you sell internationally rather than just a standard 3.4% plus whatever 20 pence. But so this is like a standard box logo hoodie. Again, we paid £1.50 for it. And yeah, you haven't fixed the colors then, says Kevin. I don't know what you mean. No, on the spreadsheet. No, Kevin. Hi, Stephanie. There is a lot of mess behind you. Was not sure if you're aware of it. I've actually cleaned a lot of the mess. Done a lot of sorting, she said. But yeah, this is a nice little sale because again, it was a £1.50 pickup, standard Adidas, but because it had a cool box logo around the front hoodie and the rear, and as you can see, my first photo is actually of the back, which is the more exciting side of the clothing. That's something I've picked up from watching various YouTube channels, where they often recommend that if you're selling an item of clothing, there may be nothing interesting going on in the front of the item, so there's no point putting the front of the item there's no point putting the front of the item for everyone to see, because it's just not necessarily that interesting. So take a photo of the back and it can be a lot more interesting. So definitely worth bearing that in mind as well. So what I'm going to now do is again take you back to the spreadsheet, and you can see the box logo hoodie we sold for $22.94. Shipping I charged $9.99 because, like I said, it was an international sale. Cost of goods was £1.50, and again, look at those eBay fees. If I on $22.94, I would have only expected to pay like £2.30 or £2.29 or whatever it is in PayPal fees. Sorry, in eBay fees. Our eBay fees are £4.23. So on a £22.94 item, you can see eBay are doing very nicely out of promoted listings. So we all use them, we all love to use them, but you've got to bear in mind what is it leaving you in terms of your profits, because this is something that something that I'm definitely becoming more and more aware of. especially when I'm looking at these kinds of items and just what I'm left with. So it was a 22.94 item, sold, shipping was a tenner, cost of goods was £1.50. eBay fees were £4.23 and PayPal fees were £1.42. So you can see the difference in fees there, guys. Look at that. That's only 20 pence off of the Green Bay Packers jacket, which was sold in the UK. So even though the Green Bay Packers jacket was sold for £42 plus shipping, PayPal fees were £165. And look at the PayPal fees on an item that's literally £20 less. The PayPal fees are significantly more, so £1.42 in PayPal fees on an international sale. So it's always worth bearing in mind when you do sell internationally, you are going to incur slightly higher PayPal fees. The shipping in the end cost me £7.75, so we were left with an £18 profit, which from a £1.50 spend to make £18.50 is very good, I think. So I'm not grumbling or complaining. I'm just making this stream, and I kind of thought I'd just share the actual figures that we're dealing with, and you know what we all have to kind of bear in mind, because you don't want to ignore these things. So you will be paying a little bit more in your eBay fees because of promoted listings, and if you sell abroad, your PayPal fees will be quite a bit higher. So worth bearing that in mind, guys. Going back into the chat, and I can see which item that sold have you had for the longest. These have all sold pretty quickly, actually, David. So these have all, none of these have hung around for a long period of time. So yeah. Mank Reseller says you pay fees on postage too. That's correct. Yeah, all of that has been included. My eBay fees include the postage fees as well, Mank Reseller, and then the PayPal fees as well. I've included everything, so all fees, everything is, fee wise is included in that spreadsheet. So let's get back to the items. Let me just quickly do this again. Let's hide that one. And we'll go back to what I was showing you guys and set up the next item. So the next item, now this was actually quite a nice sale. It's not something I particularly want to get into, because selling things like PCs can be quite flaky, because obviously PCs are modular in design. If you sell a custom PC to someone on eBay, there may well be a bit of you might end up with some dodgy customs. I don't know, it probably isn't that bad, but it's just something I'm not particularly bothered about doing. But this is the PC that we were using in the office, and it's actually done us really well. We bought the PC and a really nice gaming monitor for £100, and we sold the monitor a long time ago for £100. So this PC is pretty much mostly profit. Obviously a few quid, you obviously have to take away fees and everything. But we bought the whole thing for £100. Came with a really nice mouse that I could sell, but I'm actually using myself now. So it came with a decent mouse. It came with everything. And yeah, so we sold the monitor. That gave us pretty much most of our money back, or 95% of it at least. And then we were left with the PC. And obviously when we came out of the office, we didn't need the PC anymore. It's a pretty old PC. It's an i5 second generation Sandy Bridge PC. Those of you that are into your PCs will know that means it's a good few years old. It's a 3.3 gigahertz PC. It's got 8 gigs of RAM. It had a GTX 670 graphics card, and we'd put in an SSD drive to make it run faster at the office. And it was a really good workhorse PC. It would be a fantastic eBay PC. Fantastic for your just doing your editing on your photos and things like that. Very good for that kind of stuff. Not great for like streaming video games. But it was a really good value pickup, I thought. Like I said, paid £100. I see Vinegar Jar's asking, Peter's asking, where did I pick the PC up from? It was a local Gumtree pickup. So it was I checked on Gumtree, and we live near Lancaster and Preston, both are university towns, and I'm guessing this was like a student. He was finishing his university, and he was selling everything that that he wanted to sell before he left his student digs, and he sold us the PC and the monitor for £100. Could not believe it. Like I said, the monitor was worth 100. So this is like I said, there's the Arctic freezer, CPU heatsink, there's the graphics card, the motherboard, pretty standard stuff. I took a photo of the case because the case had a bit of yellowing, and there was a little dent on the a little dent on the side panel. I took a few close-ups of everything that I could, a close-up of the motherboard model number, a close-up of the rear of the PC as well, so people can get a good look at what they were getting. Now, we had this up at £229.99. We actually accepted an offer on this PC of £195.49. So £195 is what we were happy to take on it, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that sale, because it was just, it's like a nice easy bit of profit for us. There was no real issue there. So yeah, let me just quickly take you to the next screen again to show you the spreadsheet again. So you can see I just named it as office PCs, the third item down, 195.49. We only charged £10 shipping on this. I probably should have charged more, but it's fine. I've put cost of goods as 0 because pretty much it was 0, because I've got the mouse, we used it for ages, and we sold the monitor. But even if I wanted to, you could put in, I suppose, a 20 quid or something, but it really wasn't. Now, the eBay fees on this were £12.33. So that's actually pretty good. eBay fees on the PC were quite good. They're quite low. I mean, you'd expect 10% to be like 20 quid, but I'm guessing for whatever reason they were only £12.33. Now that includes any promotion I may have had running. I searched. What I did was I went to my fees section on my eBay account, put in the item number, and it came up with the total fees, the final value fees, any insertion fees, whatever there was, and it was only £12.33 in fees. PayPal fees were $6.26, and the shipping cost was $11.99. Now, for those of you that don't know, if you use PayPal, you get really heavily discounted parcel force shipping. So if you've got a really big heavy item and you're not getting very good what's it called? You're not getting very good prices from Parcel to Go or Hermes or whatever, and you want a respectable courier. Parcel Force, I suppose, are respectable. They discount heavily their Parcel Force shipping, so it's only £12 for a good ship service. So, and that left us with a nice £174 profit. So, very happy with that. I'm not going to grumble at all with that kind of profit, really. And that chair looks cool, says RJ's reselling. Well, thank you. We picked it up from the local tip shop for £15. Very comfortable. Kent Daigle says the yellow series. Very funny. Lex says, look at the motherboard on that. Yeah, close-up of rears really helps sales. Oh, the PC you mean, says Eric. Very funny, Eric. I will keep an eye on the chat, but I kind of also want to to kind of get through all the listings as well. So let's see. Kent says Z is the Milli Vanilli of eBay sales. Oh, like I'm faking them. It's fake news. No, these honestly, we have actually sold this, so I'm pretty happy. So that's that item shown and dealt with. So I'm gonna go and now move on to the next sale. Now, the next sale I'm really happy with. It was one of my favorite sales, actually. So let me just take you across to the next sale. Now, the next sale is this WWE Mattel steel cage and ring. I feel my title isn't the best because it's just very basic. I just call it WWE Mattel steel cage and ring, and I put the year in to 2010. Now I paid £2 for this item. So not a lot of outlay at all. I saw it and I was just like, wow, that looks pretty cool. Wrestling rings aren't always amazing. And you know, there you go. It was just a cool ring with a steel cage. Now, unfortunately, this was missing some clips. If it had more clips that connect, this cage connects to the turnbuckles of the ring with some clips, and these clips have become quite sought after or quite rare. And if you have a full set of 8 clips that's meant to come with this, I only had 2 out of the 8 clips. You could ask a lot more money. So definitely worth looking out for a steel cage, a wrestling ring by Mattel, because honestly, if I had all the clips that hook onto these turnbuckles here on the ring, which hook the cage onto the turnbuckles, I could have asked a lot more money. But as it was, I had it priced up at £50 plus shipping. But I accepted an offer because it came in very, very quickly. Looks plastic, not metal, says Jesse. It is plastic. Sorry, these are plastic clips that clip from the steel cage. You know what I mean? It's a plastic fake steel cage. Yeah. So there's plastic clips that connect the plastic steel cage to the ring. And yeah, it didn't happen. So I had it up at 50. We got an offer very, very quickly in at £35. And I was actually quite happy to accept a £35 offer. I thought, well, you know what, I can't grumble with £35. I only paid £2, and it was quite a bulky item hanging around the office, so I'm definitely a bit more open to selling items that are like bulkier, a little bit quicker. I'm a little bit more keen. So if I take you across to the spreadsheet again, you can see, you can just see there the WWE Mattel steel cage ring, £35. We charged £3.99 shipping. The eBay fees were £2. The PayPal fees were no, sorry, was that right? No, the cost of goods was £2. I'm getting confused again. So £35 we sold it for. We charged £3.99 shipping. Cost of goods was £2. eBay fees were £4.21. So again, higher than the £3.50 you would expect. £3.50, it would be 10% of 35, but we paid £4.21 because of promoted listings. £1.43 was the PayPal fees, and the shipping ended up costing me more than it should have done out of laziness. So this is something that's also worth mentioning. I could have shipped this via Hermes for £2.51. Recently I've been quite lazy and I've been using Royal Mail, which charge like £2.90 for a small parcel, and in this case I used Royal Mail, and because of the size of the parcel it had to go as a medium parcel, and I paid £5 shipping, so I unnecessarily ate into my profit. And you know, it was a bit annoying because I did that, but in the end I came away with £26 profit from my £2 spend. So I mustn't grumble. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not too gutted about that really. So yeah, that's that. Right, let's move on to the next item as well. I'll have a quick look in the chat as well. I've seen Flipping Particles D has popped in. Jay Dennis says, thought it was a shopping basket when I first saw it. Alex Flip says, a small shop was £17.38 per month in early 2017. It's now £30 a month. Okay. Right. WW stuff makes me a lot of money, says Fix It for reselling. I had a cage I paid £1 for and sold it for 120. Wow. And Tracy says, I would have thought that WWE would have bought more money. Well, I had it up at 50, Tracy. I could have waited. I might have gotten the 50. If I'd had all the clips, that's what seemed to have made the difference, because it was missing all the clips and it wasn't in the best condition. I'd seen one fetch nearly 80, but it was in good condition and it had all the clips that connect the steel cage to the ring. So that's what I ended up with. Right, let's move on to the next item. The next item is a WCW NWO Hulk Hogan head ringer figure. What I'm going to do, guys, going forward, I'm just going to zip through these sales and then we'll look at the spreadsheet in one go at the end, because it's taking too much time for me to stop and show. I think it'll be better just to do it this way. So this item is a WCW NWO Hollywood Hogan head ringer figure from Toy Biz. This was part of my action figure haul, so that it's all in profit now. And this did actually sell, I believe, for the full asking of $14.99 plus shipping. So that was a nice little sale. Another item, this is a Jack's Hardcore Championship Wrestling Belt. Had it for a while. I thought I would have sold this by now. It was up at $22.49, but in the end I actually had to accept an offer to get it shifted, and the offer I accepted was actually £15. Part of the reason I accepted the £15 offer was because there was £15 shipping, because it's going abroad. So I was happy to see it go. Again, it's just like a little kid's belt. It's called the Hardcore Belt by Jack's Pacific. I get a feeling that the Mattel stuff tends to just bring more money even in these. So that was the next item. Moving on, we have got a pair of Loblan leather biker boots, classic cowboy square toe. Paid £17.50 for these. So I actually bought two pairs of boots for $35, so $17.50 each. They're in good condition. They had plenty of life left in them, and these did, I believe, sell for the asking price of yes, they did sell for the asking price of £60, so $59.99 plus shipping. With these boots, the more outlandish like the pattern seems to be, the more money you can get for them. These had like a little pattern on them, but they were just plain black, not an amazing color, because sometimes they come in all funky colors and whatnot as well. So that was the next item. Moving on, these were quite nice sales as well. This is a vintage 1980s dealer technical manual. So this is like for a dealer who wants to repair old JVC stuff, well, certain JVC stuff actually, not all JVC stuff. So it's a video technical guide, video cassette recorder mechanism guide, 1986 edition. So this sold for £18 plus £10 shipping as well. So that was a nice sale. And then the same guy bought this, which is a composite VHS composite outline guide. I don't know what that is, but this also sold for $17.99 plus £10 shipping. So the guy bought two off me and paid shipping twice. He made two separate transactions. He could have bought them together, but he didn't. So nothing I could really do about that. Moving on, next sale I want to share with you guys is this Terminator 2 3D Battle Ready action figure from Kenner 1997. Again, this is part of my action figure bundle, and this was again, so it owes me nothing now because that bundle is into profit. And this little figure got me my asking price, I'm pretty certain. Let me just double check. Yes, it did it? Yes, it did. It got me my full asking price of £19.99 plus $3.99 shipping. So I was very pleased to see that go. Vinegar Jar says, wow, JVC guides, I thought you could get all those online. You probably can, but people like the schematics, and I suppose some people just prefer the paper versions, and you can get some really good money for those kinds of guides. Next item, moving on. This is a Doro Phone Easy 612. So this is a flip phone designed for people that have maybe difficulty using touch screens, or difficulty using phones with small buttons. So it's a really useful phone. So it's got an easy to use camera, a large display, extra loud and clear sound. And it comes with like a charging cradle. Now this came to me in a box full of cameras and things like that. So I paid like £3 or something for the box. No, was it £2 for the box of cameras? So this thing alone I had up for 25 plus shipping, got an offer of 20, and I was more than happy to just sell it and move on. 20 quid plus shipping, I'm not going to grumble. So that was a nice little sale. Next item was this Toy Story articulated Woody vinyl plasticky action figure, like an articulated figure of Woody. So I took some nice photos of this guy. I only paid 50p for him, which I thought was brilliant. So yeah, I took some nice photos, showed the length, showed all the other bits and pieces. Yeah, really nice figure, good condition. I had it up at quite a high price, £30 plus shipping, but I had an international customer make an offer, and because my shipping was again quite high, I accepted it. I was made an offer of £17. My shipping is £15 because it's going to the States. So I was, I thought I'd pay 50p for it, £17. I'm not going to grumble, so I accepted that, and I'm happy to move on from that sale as well. Next item, pair of clothes, uniquely me. Tracy says I love Woody, yeah, she obviously types wood in capitals though. Next item is this pair of Ted Baker's Baker's Dozen 34-inch regular jeans, waist 34, leg 33. Nice pair of jeans, good condition. Yeah, can't grumble. Take some nice photos of them. These I would have paid £1.50 for. And I believe I took an offer on these. Yes, I did take an offer. They're up at 25 plus shipping. Took an offer of £16 and a penny because obviously the buyer just wanted to pay £20 all in, and I'd paid £1.50. So again, I've got a lot of clothes. They take up room. They take up space. I'm happy to move them on and just sell them. So those went. Next item was a pair of Voir jeans, black jack blue cuffed jogging jeans, waist 36, leg 32. These are those where they've got like that elasticated cuff along the hem. I don't know if you call them hems or whatever. I don't know what you call them, but yeah, really nice design. Not my cup of tea personally, and again, this was an item that I accepted an offer on. Again, paid £1.50. They were up at 30, so a lot. We took a lot less money than we were asking for. Took an offer of £16 and a penny again because the guy wanted to pay 20 all in. And like I said, I'm happy to just shift things on. Sometimes I'm just, if you need it gone, you need it gone. So yeah, I was happy to take that. Next item, this is quite cool. This is a little bit of RA that I did. I don't do much RA. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not on the top of my list. I've noticed Tommy has popped in. Hi Tommy. Hi Paul Turner as well. I will go into the chat later, guys. But yeah, thanks for popping in, guys. Do appreciate it. There's over 70 people watching this, which is absolutely fantastic. So thank you for everyone that's joined in. Please press the thumbs up button if you enjoy the video, because then more people might get to see it, and then I'll get more views and more YouTube money, and that's at the end of the day why I'm here. So the next item is WWE Bray Wyatt Elite Collection Series action figure. Now, I paid £5 for this figure from the Smith's toy store. They only had the one left, so I was really happy to take it. It was a £5. I thought it's brand new box. It's coming up to Christmas. Completed listings were pretty much very up and down. The complete listings, sometimes people were selling them quite cheap because I'm guessing at some point, I thought like there's going to be, the market would have been flooded because everyone would have been buying these for £5 when they were in stock. I'm guessing that died down. I just stuck it up at 30 plus shipping, and I got 30 plus shipping from £5, so I'm not going to grumble. That was a nice little RA thing. If I see a brand new WWE Elite action figure, chances are for a £5 you're not really going to lose any money. At the very worst, you'll break even, and at most you'll make a bit of money. So coming up to Christmas, 30 quid from a £5 pickup plus shipping, so I'm very happy. Hey Tommy, I'm sorry I can't start over. So yeah, yeah. Vinegar Jar says, lol, I'm only here to get subs. Thanks, Peter. Next item is a Cambridge Audio Azure 640 compact CD player. We showed this quite recently, and this was a £20 pickup from a charity shop. So it's like a decent quality CD player. Yeah, nothing more to say really, just a decent quality CD player. Paid £20 for it. Had it up for 100, but we took an offer of 85 on it, and the reason why I took an offer of 85 on it was because our shipping, because it's going over to France, our shipping was actually quite high. Shipping was up at 30 quid on this item, so someone paid 85 and then they paid £30 shipping, so they've basically paid 115. I'm expecting I'm not expecting shipping to cost me more than 15, if I'm honest, because it's just going to France, and I don't think it's going to be like a big issue. I think it's going to sell nice and it's going to ship for about £15 tracked, no worries. Kent says, yeah, I knew that would sell quickly. Yeah, hi-fi sells quickly, doesn't it? So that was a nice little sale as well. So BCP's in the chat and says hi as well. And Lucy says, Z, thought you were here to entertain us. Of course I am, Lucy. I was only kidding. Now, the next item is a Guitar Hero wireless controller guitar receiver for PlayStation 3 as a USB dongle. Now, what this was, I sold a Guitar Hero and this dongle, and unfortunately I just hadn't tested it properly. I thought I tested the guitar properly, but the down on the whammy bar thing wasn't completely registering correctly. So when you're playing, if you're just flicking it down, it wouldn't just register the input. So I had to accept a refund for that, a return and refund, which I was happy to do, because when I got it back and tested it, surely enough, the buyer was right. There was a fault with it. So I just, that's going to the tip. Bit of a bummer for that, but there we go. So I decided to list the dongle, the Guitar Hero wireless controller separately, had it up at £20 plus shipping, and I believe I accepted an offer of £17 plus shipping on this item, so that was pretty cool. And then moving on, we've got a pair of Levi's 501, waist 34, leg 36. These again I bought for £150, and I got an offer of £21.24. Bit of a strange offer price, but £21.24 offer, and they're going abroad, and it's going abroad, and the shipping was £10 on them. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm happy to accept that. They were only up at 25, so a 21.24 offer's decent. I'm not gonna grumble with that at all. Then moving on, we have got this Star Wars Attack of the Clone at Clay Arena Creature Battle Beast large articulated figure. I showed this in one of my recent videos, pickup videos. Paid £2 for this guy. Quite a fearsome looking figure, actually, really nice, photographed quite well. Came with its insides all still sealed. I've just seen Georgina Gill in the chat as well. Hi Georgina, how are you? Kirsten has popped in as well. Hi Kirsten, how are you? So you can see this guy's pretty fearsome looking. So I took some nice photos. Again, completeds for this. The completeds for this is like, up and down, really. They've been up and down. Some people have been getting a lot less, some people have been getting a lot more. I priced it at 35 plus shipping. In the end, I accepted an offer of 25 because, again, there's £10 shipping on this as well. So 25 plus £10 shipping, and it will be going abroad once it's been paid for. I don't believe it's been paid for yet, but hopefully it will get paid. Just me, Kathy says, you sold him, Z. Great pictures. Thank you, Kathy. So yeah, I was really happy. From £2 to 25 plus a tenner shipping. Yeah, super. And finally, onto the last item. I've got to say a thank you to Liam for this. Liam is a subscriber to the channel, and he made an offer of £20 on these Levi 501s, made in the UK. Not often that you see them made in the UK. Waist 34, leg 32. So yeah, £1.50. Up at 25. I had a really decent offer of 20 from Liam, who is a subscriber to the channel. By the way, guys, shameless plug, I do have the eBay shop link in the description below. You're more than welcome to click on it if you want. Obviously, you don't have to. So that sold, and I was very, very happy. So those were all the sales. So now I can just go through. I never think of things properly. Like, I don't know why. I just don't have much common sense. Like, rather than going from each sale back to the spreadsheet, I should have done this in the first place. I should have zipped through the sales and then shown you guys the spreadsheet. But no, I thought it would be a good idea to show you a sale, go to the spreadsheet, show you. It was only a few in that I thought actually it would make more sense to not do it that way. Peter says, gotta go, we'll catch up later. Great sales. No worries. Thank you for popping in. So let's go and share with you guys the spreadsheet now once and for all. So then we don't have to kind of just go through everything like one by one, like like morons. So here we have everything that I sold. Everything I sold is here. So we've got we've done the Mattel steel cage, which left me with £26 profit. The WCW NWO Hollywood action figure, which sold for £15, £4 shipping. Cost of goods was 0 because it's already in profit, part of a bundle. After all the fees, I was left with £12.90 profit. So from $14.99 asking price to be left with £12.90 profit, that's actually not too bad. And then let's see the next item, the Lobland cowboy boots. So £17.50 spend. We sold these for £60, £4 shipping, £17.50 was the cost of goods. eBay fees were $7.68. So again, that promoted listings is really biting, guys. So you can see my mouse is £7.68 on a £60 sale. That's because of promoted listings, guys. So £17.50 cost of goods, the promoted listings and the eBay final value fees, the PayPal fees, and then the £5 shipping because of my laziness. Again, I should have used Hermes, but I was being lazy, so I only charged £4 shipping, paid £5 shipping, left me with a £31 profit though. So that's not bad. That's so after after taking out all the costs, £31 profit is not terrible at all. You can see I did really well out of these JVC dealer manuals. They don't owe me anything because we're well into profit on the lot. They owe me nothing at all. £18 each, £10 shipping each. eBay fees were $281. The PayPal fees were $125 on both of them. There's a difference in the shipping cost because one of them was under 100 grams, the other was over 100 grams. And you can see I actually cleared £21.12. So I sold the manual for $17.99 and I made £21.12 profit. So that's really nice. Sold the second manual for $17.99 and I made £19.92 profit. And that's because obviously my shipping, he paid shipping on top of £10 and the shipping actually turned out to be a lot less for me. So yeah, that's cool. The Terminator 2 action figure, £20, £4 shipping, cost of goods nothing. PayPal, eBay fees, PayPal fees, cost of shipping leaves me with a $17.25 profit, so that's not too bad either. Then the Doro Easy phone, I've just put it at a £1 cost. The whole box of cameras and phones cost me £2, so really it's less than that, but call it a £1 cost. £20 for the item, £4 for the shipping I charge. Cost of goods £1, eBay fees £1.44, PayPal fees £1, shipping £2.90. I'm left with $17.65 profit, so not too terrible there either. The Toy Story vinyl figure, paid £17. Well, sorry, sold it for $17. They paid £15 shipping. The cost was 50 pence. £3.45 in eBay fees, $2.86 in PayPal fees. The shipping cost me £10.49. And then that left me with £14.69 profit. So again, not too bad. And then going down the rest, you've got Ted Baker jeans, £12 profit. Voir jeans, £12 profit. The Bray Wyatt Elite action figure that I paid a £5 for, sold it for £30. After selling it, I'm left with £21. The CD player, the Cambridge Audio CD player. Let me just show you that. The Cambridge Audio CD player was a £20 purchase, sold for $85 plus £30 shipping. That's going to leave me with £71 profit. So that's not too shabby. The Guitar Hero dongle, again, this is where you got to be careful, guys. It's a £17 sale, $3.99 shipping, £1 cost of goods, just for sake of argument, £4.06 eBay fees on a £17 item, guys. So I've clearly been stung there. Like I've stung myself. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming eBay. That's just me not. I'm guessing my promoted listings were too high or something. But £4.06 eBay fees on a £17. That is extortion, guys. I mean, what percentage is that? Let's just do like a percentage. £4.06 out of, was it 17? Times that by 120, nearly 24% fee I paid there, guys. eBay fee, nearly 24% eBay fee. That is something you've got to be on top of when you're doing promoted listings like I am. I'm gonna have to be a lot more on top of this because that's just eating into my profit unnecessarily. I've just paid a 24% eBay fee on that that little Guitar Hero dongle. Sold it for 17, £4.6, insane. PayPal fees were only 91 pence. Shipping, I actually shipped it via Hermes, and that was a £2.51 shipping cost. So, and that left me with £12.51 profit. So really bear that in mind. I know I'm really pushing the point home, but I know a lot of people in the chat are using promoted listings. Use them wisely. Don't just, use them stupidly like I have done. The default promo rate is 7 to 10%. You need to reset them to 1%, says Shazad. Yeah, I got completely screwed there, didn't I? Really, 24% I've ended up paying. That is disgusting. You really do need to. Oh gosh, that's painful. Just seeing that is painful. £4.6 fee on a £17 sale. 24%. That hurts. That hurts. So yes, £12 profit there. There's the Levi 501 jeans that I sold for 21, left me with £15 profit. The Star Wars figure, it's not been paid for, so I can't give you a full I can't give you a full example of what I'm going to be left with. It's £25, £10 shipping because it's going abroad. Cost of goods is £2. I'm probably going to be left with over £20 though. So there we go. And there we go. The last item was the YouTube sale. Thank you, Liam, for your purchase. Do appreciate it if you're watching this. And the Levi 32 waist jeans, £20 sale. I'm left with £16 profit, so very happy. Georgina says, will watch back, buy Z and all. Okay, Georgina, thank you for popping in. Really do appreciate it. It's very kind of you to pop in. And same with everyone that's in the chat. I really do appreciate everyone popping in. So in the end, pretty accurately actually, but obviously there's one incomplete set of figures there, but the sales were a total of £709. Shipping was £163. eBay fees in the end were £83.41. So overall, it's worked out, not too terribly. £83 fees on the. That is the eBay fees. Yeah, I'm just making sure it's the eBay fees, I'm telling you. So eBay fees were £83.41 in the end, which is, over the 10%, but not too terrible. £34.63 PayPal fees, and the postage cost was £100. So I charged £163 for postage, but postage cost me £100. Obviously there's that one that I need to complete. So that leaves me with just under £600 of profit. So it's not too terrible, But I just wanted to share with you guys, sometimes when I do what sold videos, people do ask, okay, that's turnover, but what was the profit? So I thought I'd just share with you guys what profit you actually end up getting as well. So it's not just, I don't want it to just be like a one-way type thing. Obviously I do want it to be something that's, something that's more relatable or accurate or whatever, however you want to kind of describe it. And yeah, a couple of people there, Bucklewise as well, saying just 1% is enough. I agree. I think that's crazy. I think Shazad says he's had over £17,000 in promoted sales and £175 in promoted fees, just having it on 1%. Yeah. So you definitely need to do that. D says some things are really high, like cell phone cases are around 20%. That is incredibly high. David M, car boot picker, hi there, how are you? Thank you for popping in. But also the shop fee, says Alex Flip. Yes, it's true, you've got a shop fee to take into account as well, that gives you your free insertion fee. So yeah, definitely worth bearing that in mind. One other thing I want to chat with you guys about, actually, go change the promoters now. I think I will. Jason says, how do you send with Hermes for £2.51? Jason, I send with Hermes for £2.51. No worries, it's fine with the caps lock. Are these numbers from a week or a month, Paul? These are I just picked out a random 20 sales from the last 2 weeks. We've sold more than that, but that's just the last couple of weeks. Right, so Jason, I use Parcel to Go. If you use Parcel to Go, they will give you a good price on your stuff when you're doing like shipping and stuff. They're very reasonably priced. they give you a special, they give you a cheaper price basically. So the website is called Parcel to Go. I'll see if I can just show you what the deal is with Parcel to Go. Where are we on? Properties, and we will go Parcel to Go. So this is the site I use, Jason. These guys are very good, and you can see send cheapest parcels in the UK from only £2.39, £1.99 plus VAT with Smart Send. I guess I'm not using Smart Send, but mine ends up at £2.51. And so there we go. £2.51 is including the fees. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not with Smart Send. I use without Smart Send, and it's £2.51 for me. So yeah, I don't want to show like. Let me see if I can actually go to my orders without showing you. Let me just bring up an order or something, and then I can just show you what it will mean. So let me just download an invoice from here, and then I can actually show you what that looks like. So yeah, okay, let me just make this a bit bigger as well. Yeah, I don't want to show people's addresses. That's the only thing I'm thinking of a way of hiding an address. I know a way of hiding an address. Let me just do and then what I will do is if I bring up like a calculator or something, bring up calculator. There you go. I'll make that cover the addresses. Okay, guys. So here you go. Here is the Parcel to Go invoice. I've just covered people's addresses with a calculator. I don't want you to see those, but as you can see, these are okay, these are items that are like the the under 1 kilo range, I think, and they charge £2.09, and then with that 42p, £2.51. But if you use Smart Send, you can potentially get things even less. So definitely worth checking that out. Yeah. So definitely worth looking at again. Yeah, Parcel to Go is the way forward. It also integrates with our Zen Stores account, says Tea Cakes. There you go. Yeah, I'm starting to use Parcel to Go a lot more again because I think I've been too lazy using Royal Mail, and plus they offer the tracking as well. One other thing before I go, guys, this globe behind me, I did a bit of research on it, and I have checked out that this globe that I bought for like £3 or £2, got it nicely inflated. As you can see, we figured out that it's got like a twist valve. Rebecca actually figured that out. This globe has got I think it's between the 50s and 60s, and I found that out because it's got the old name for Tanzania on it as well. So you can age your globe by finding out what names. Obviously, you've got. I know some of you guys were asking me, was Zimbabwe Rhodesia? And yes, it was the USSR. And did it have West and East Germany? But apparently, if your globe has the old name for Tanzania, which is Tanganyika. Yeah, Tanganyika it is. Yeah, hailstones, Nadine. So Tanganyika it has on it, which means it's between like 1955 and 1961 or something like that. So it is like a 50s globe. So hopefully I'll do okay with it. I'm gonna list it for some good money. And then we'll see what happens. Just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's watching the stream. There's over 90 people in here, which is incredible. Thank you for popping in. If you've got any questions, you put them in the chat section bit below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. So yeah, I think that's all there is to it. Any more questions? Guess not. The yellow money globes make some good money, even putting in a local auction, says Tea Cakes. Yeah, I mean, that's an option. I've never really thought of doing that, but yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna chill out and maybe watch a movie with the family as well, so I've got to do that. See you guys. Thanks for watching.